I guess we're good to go. Right, guys, welcome to the Red Alert 3. This is your soon to be beloved caster. We are Red Alert 3 and we're on Ladder Wars of the December 2023. On the right side, we have Green Alert not playing as the Soviets, he is Green Empire. On the left side, we have Edwin playing as a Red Empire. Well, unfortunately, participation is quite low, but this is what we're going to get used to in time. I mean, this is redundant. As long as we have two players, I think that's enough for any kind of competitive events, thankfully. Right now, let's see how this game is going to unfold. From the looks of it, both of the sides are going for a little bit mirror. Exception goes for maybe for the green outlet. He is intended to get a sudden transport and tank buster harassment. On the meantime, burst drones are going forward, and the opposite move coming from the Edwin. He is actually moving with a one dojo and multiple. I wonder how many Imperial Warriors you're going to get. Now, burst drones are scouting around, rightly going for maybe sniping the collector. That could be a really power move, by the way. Now, first burst drone attached and dealt the damage. Second is also out, where other third is already there. And, well, this is going to be terrible. I mean, third is online as well. I mean, this is only the fourth. There's oh, would you look at that? I never thought this could actually work. I saw this move. And not this move, by the way. I mean, sending four burst drones into one collector. I saw this from Pika, by the way. When we was playing Empire. But this counter move, this is the first time I'm seeing it, and I don't know, you guys. This is insane. Like, Edwin really invested on this and sent 3 burst drones, so that makes 900 cash. And now he's going for nothing. Instead, yes, he's going to have a slow economy. On the meantime, we see, oh, Dojo Core is already being deployed and Mecha Bay is online. Maybe Green Alert is not going to even need his sudden transport. Mecha Bay is offline now. And Edwin, are you going to do any kind of engagement? I mean, you're waiting with your Imperial Wars way too long. Now, the only trouble is Green Alert has lots of burst drones around and tank busters with sudden transport, and Dojo Core is actually very close to it. Reverse move, a bit mistake. Now all of them have drawn their swords, but it's just a matter of seconds before we're going to see the Mecha Tengu, and one Mecha Tengu is more than enough to get these Imperial Warriors one by one. On the meantime, well, I think Green Alert wants to make Edwin taste his own medicine, and now sending, I mean, drones and drones and drones, and Edwin, you get to repairs. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with just one collector, and that's a very terrible thing to do now. Oh no. I love this game so much. Now we can't get to see the same, but at least just attach this to this collector, so please slow down his economy. Now, 3 Mecha Tengu. On the meantime, there are 2 only, now 1 only, and no Mecha Tengus for the Edwin. Okay, 1 Mecha Tengu, and no Mecha Tengu. I think Edwin just let it go a little bit, or maybe he's distracted. He just let his Tengus die. Okay, 1 Tengu goes for jet mode, but now the base is defenseless. I mean, this Imperial Warrior can actually defend the base, so that's something. But now Green Alert is coming with 3 Tengus en route, and he has no economy, by the way. And there's the and Tengu gets sniped, and Edwin realizes that there is no point of return in this game and taps out. Probably. Let's see how is he going to unfold on the next game. I mean, at least we get to learn that burst drone counter against Empire, because you will eventually see that a lot. When you, for example, get good and improve yourself and try to play against very skilled players, some players do that opening a lot. And, well, losing collector that early, something that you really don't want to do, but now it's all over. We are on battle base beta, and Green Alert is playing Soviets, hooray! That's great, we're going to see variety. On the meantime, Edwin is still stuck with his Red Empire. Better luck for him for this round. Of course, I don't know you guys, I just want to see Equalizer. I don't care who is going to win or how. I mean, I don't mind as long as the series get like continued and getting longer. I'm happy for that. I like that. I mean, I like the competition. But of course, for example, on the Xmas games, I mean, that bear micro was insane. I mean, I would like to see that big plays as well. Like, I want to be amazed. Because after all of us know, for example, standard build orders or some counter plays or what to do with eco or I mean standard stuff. I mean idea stuff. But execution stuff is entirely different on Red Dead 3. Also, Edwin, you have Dojo Core. Why do you let your Imperial Warriors die for nothing? Now, now that's interesting. I can always trade conscripts with Imperial Warriors. I will always get the cash, but I think Green Olive doesn't care and just destroys garrison points immediately. But there are still garrison points here. So are you going to use flag troopers for this as well? Especially for this one. I mean, this is one of the very painful garrison if you are playing. If your opponent gets it, I mean, your collector will be under threat. If it's going to be allies, well, say goodbye to it because cry shot and then you can lose to it. Imperial warriors or let's say tank busters, they can reach over there. And the Soviets, well, I mean, they'll take the slot. Flag troopers may deal some damage, but conscripts will always prevent you getting the garrison. So that's another counter. That's the loss of Imperial warriors. Okay, we're related Becca Bay also. On the meantime, we see the War Factory is online. The first student gets to be Bullfrog. I think he is expecting Tengus at this point, but Edwin is doing absolutely nothing with his Imperial Warriors. I mean, this is a great amount of infantry units. And, like, are you going to do something with it? Now, Sickle made just a jump over there. I don't know what kind of strategic value with that, but now Burst Drone is just seeking to it. And this Sickle is going to lose half of his HP soon enough. Yep, that's how it happens. Now our Mecha Bay is online and first Tengu is going to be out very soon. But Edwin is doing nothing with his Imperial Warriors. I mean, this is a very sizable amount of infantry. I think he wants, no matter what, Green Hunter to pass over this. Like, this is my line, and you're not going to pass it. But it doesn't really matter because that's some sickles and some amount of bears. But I wonder what is he going to do with the bears, especially when they are in the bullfrogs. Now bears are just being sent, 2 of them. Heads up! Okay, that's actually not that bad. Bears also now stunning most of the Imperial Warriors. 2 bears are also... Oh, Tsunami Tank is en route. So better bolt as soon as possible. But now all of these Imperial Warriors and Tank Busters are going to be destroyed very soon enough. Now 2 of them sickles jump in front. But now he is trading his sickles with the Imperial Warriors and some Tank Busters. I really don't know how valuable that. I mean... Sickles are expensive units. Now this sickle just dodges the death and jumps over this cliff. Oh, Edwin is going to just ensure the death of the sickle. Like, I am sick and tired of this sickle and he's going to die. Oh, come on. He really tried on that. But now, I don't think Edwin is in a good shape right now. He lost most of his infantry. Now he has only tsunami tanks. So that only means, okay, where are the airfield? He is getting barracks, okay. Well, for this, I mean, the issue is, for example, you can always get some Tesla troopers and they can do good job on it. The only trouble is they take a lot of damage from the Imperial Warriors and, of course, the Mecha Tengus. Now, MCV is up to join the front lines and one Tsunami Tank already get the grip. 2 bears are going to accompany it. Now, here's the thing. Imperial Warriors can't do anything on a Terra drone if you get the beam katana. So that's just free experience points for the Terra drone. Now, I think you can deploy back your MCV, by the way. Now, Tsunami Tank numbers are rising. This is definitely for a game that can ask for airfield. Like, I would 100% go for the airfield, and Edwin just lashes his anger out of this garrison. Now, Oh. Not the fight I would definitely like to have, but now one Tsunami Tank gets the grip. Now Bullfrog and some of the bears are approaching, and oh no, don't lose the Bullfrog that way. But now Roar is on, and Edwin is now tanking all of the damage. But now MCV is actually doing a clean sweep all over the oh, that was insane. Like, this game definitely wants to utilize the grinder threads. Let me see. Not even the grinder threads are on. And Edwin, I mean, losing his, I mean, top of the hill for the twice, realizing that there will be no third time, and taps out the game. Oh, congratulations for the green alert, and better luck next time for the Edwin. But we have still one more game, so let's see to it. Now, this is going to be great. Now we have green allies coming from the green alert. Like, the guy is playing actually all of the factions. On the meantime, no, we don't have the same variety for the Edwin. He is once again going for the Red Empire. We are supporting. I'm supporting him. Come on, just get the honor score, get the win, and show him the might of the Empire. Hopefully, he will do so. But now two dojos going for the right and two dojos going for the left refinery. On the meantime, this is going to be quite risky because you are investing a lot for the oil derricks, and these oil derricks are very close to the garrison, so this means any kind of javelin getting a hold in this garrison is going to cause a lot of trouble. Like, as you can see here, this dojo core already lost half of his HP, so probably deploying over here, or maybe a little bit late, I mean behind of that, and getting some Imperial Warriors before would be nice. But not going to happen anytime soon. Now we are getting a lot of Peacekeepers on these garrisons, and he wants to get a hold on his oil derrick. On the meantime, at least some of his investment pays back and he gets the oil derrick. Now, are we going to see a quick airfield? Not that quick. I mean, we get to see two refineries instead. Walls are being built. This dojo core is actually in a quite annoying place, I have to say. But now javelins, and two javelins will be more than enough. I mean, this is especially for the Master X. When you're going to see a dojo core, just get two javelins. And that's unnecessarily safe to play Green Alert. But anyway, airfield is now online. So what is it going to be? Vindicators or a quick tier 2 and getting the most beloved and hated cryocopters? On the meantime, the Mecha Bay is finally online and first unit is being produced. On the meantime, we have some sneaky dojo cores out there. But now, I wonder what you can do with this dojo core. I mean, there are a handful of infantry over there already. But we will see. On the meantime, first Vindicator is on the route and got to be fast. Okay, one bomb. That was a good, sick RTB there. I mean, Tengu just made a 183rd and couldn't even deal a single damage. In the meantime, Apollo is now soaring on the skies, trying to find the Tengu perhaps, but we will see. I mean, there are only two Tengus in the game. Quite a risky time for the Edwin. Right now, Edwin should play a little bit more patient and more carefully, but now the trouble is worse. We have two Apollos now. If this is going to be three Apollos, at least then you can get an investment for Defender VX. Because you can get Tengus, surely, but that's not going to work anytime soon. Now, two Apollo 2 Vindicators, not that bad, but now you have only Imperial Warriors, and, like, okay, dealing damage to construction yard is something, but eventually, this actually gives how, I mean, Green Alert wants things to be. He doesn't want your Imperial Warriors to be inwards of this base, like dealing damage to this air base or this one. He definitely wants to go for double airfields, so taking down his airfield is something. Also, taking down half of the HP of the construction yard is something else entirely. But now he's on the three refineries. Time is not on your side. On the meantime, Apollos are commissioned over the scouting, but no, they are actually caught, and that's a terrible RTB coming from the Green Outlet and losing one Apollo. But two javelins are just protecting the base well enough. On the meantime, all of the Imperial Warriors have been neutralized. MCV is still on half HP, so that's something else entirely. So maybe if there are no dojo cores, unfortunately, no dojo cores left, and only there's barracks. So production is on the air units for now. I mean, we have barracks, but I think that's for defensive measures. On the meantime, Tengu's now engaging on the Polos, but one Tengu goes down. Apollos are just escorted very safely. Not the best trade, because after all, I mean, Apollos are entirely something else. I can't say the same for the Tengus. I mean, you will definitely need much more Tengus. But coming from the aerial micro, I think Green Audit has some room for improvement and watching how this should be done by the Allies players, because there were some confrontations he could actually not even dodge it, but actually take down some of the Polos. So in the meantime, some Imperial warriors try to barge into the garrison, but not going to work anytime soon. And Green Audit wants to clear out the garrisons, but you can actually just use the javelin to target lock and to take it down the garrison one by one instead of losing one peacekeeper. I would do that. Oil Derrick takes the L, and once again, oh, that's a lot of Apollos. And now Tengus are actually trying to run away from the radius and vision of these Apollos. But here's the thing: one of these Apollos are low HP. So is this a bait or is this a mistake? As you can see, I mean, positioning of the support is a little bit odd. Like, he's on the very corner left. So, unless you are arriving from here, if you arrive from there, that will be a big advantage for you. Over here, this can be made like you can actually just pull this Apollo, move around, and all of these Tengus will follow it and take a necessary amount of damage. On the meantime, 2 Vindicators arrive, and alright, I mean, the same result for real. But maybe during that, maybe you could actually consider getting the Tengus, because he will be focused on the Vindicator. Now, Cryashot has been used. This is the moment. Well, I would not definitely go for it, but now the Tengus are going to engage, and one Apollo goes down. Point defense throws are on as well, so this Vindicator survives. One Apollo goes down as well, not that bad. Still no loss. Okay, there's one loss for the Tengu, but well, the issue is you lost a Collector. Ooh, there's some loss of flak damage coming from all of these Tengus now losing the precious point defense drones. Now, Edwin is a little bit stricken by terms of economy. I mean, losing the Collector was a big decisive blow for him. And then we mentioned that Green Outlet has 3 refineries. In the meantime, Edwin unfortunately recently gets his new one. So how is this going to unfold? I will tell you how this is going to unfold, and probably some point I think Green Alert will go for tier 3, and Arthur just messes this map a lot. Like, these walls are actually going to be the prison of your base, because when you get Athena, V4, or Wave Force Artillery, you will be shelled a lot, and you just can't even get into direct contact. So that would be a little bit issue. The other issue is there's a lot of anti-air units, and I don't know if Edwin can pull this out. If you ask me, I don't think he can. I mean, these IFBs are not joke, and javelins are everywhere. And so many Apollos out there. I mean, 6 Apollos against, like, how many Tengus do we have? Not that much. I mean, due to loss of the Collector, I mean, our production was slow. And not that bad. Our refinery is now getting online, but damage already. Now, this could be a good time for... Yes, that's exactly what we want to see. Now, Vindicators wasted their bombs on just taking half damage off the refinery. So the response was taking down 1 IFB. Not that bad, a small victory. But this is how actually you play the Empire. You try to deal some damage, but not dealing huge damage instantly. Small damage, small instances of damages. Slowly. Oh. All right, that's a new level. No. Edwin, please respect your opponent. I mean, you just can't utilize the suicide explosive damage with just like that. You get to be more careful with your Tengus if you want to take it down. But now Guardian tanks numbers are rising. Apollo numbers are still stable. And alright, VX is on. And it's actually... Oh. I sniped in a brink of second. No, Edwin. Second time losing the Collector. Now Tengus are in the base. But, oh. I'm serious snipe. I don't think that will work anytime soon. Now, MCV is... Well, here's the thing. You should definitely see if your opponent has the garage first. Now, MCV is actually healing lots of HP, repair drones, and the garage healing. Edwin, unfortunately, wasting his Tengus. And now he lost his ore refinery. Third expansion, the precious expansion point is destroyed as well. I think Edwin let it go. He's not responding. He's not controlling his units. Maybe typing GG or something, probably. He may not the sharpest player, but I know he is well intended. I never seen the guy being toxic or anything like that, so that's something good. Not every player has to be, like, for example, very hard skilled after all. If that is the case, then the game would be too easy, I suppose. But now, okay, he is still playing. So scrap what I said. But if you could call this as playing, I wonder why the green outlets just use a reverse move over there. But anyway, the entire base is now completely exposed, and well, that's the game. That's the game indeed. Quite unfortunate, I must confess. But Edwin gets eliminated. Well, at least he tried, so that's something for me. But anyway, GG for the green alert, and just a little bit moment for you guys to get me a hold of these, how to say, the remaining of the replay, so I will back very soon. All right, I am back, and now we are on. Well, this is the finals, by the way. I mean, that the participation was that low. But anyway, we're now on Temple Prime, and let's give a quick recap. We had a Green Alert, who is supposed to play Green Soviets, but now he's playing Green Empire, and he defeated his opponent Edwin as Red Empire, and now he is going to face the Blue Allies. Never cheese, Andre, but my favorite name for him, I guess, the final boss, and he is the final boss of the Red Alert 3. This is Andre, and now we are meeting on the Temple Prime. The map I really don't like a lot because of the terrain. I mean, this is a little bit haywire for me, and it's like this. The map is actually cool. The only issue is, I'm sure most of you guys are aware of that as well, but the pathing is way too odd in Red Alert 3. On the meantime, I mean, enough for my whining, I suppose. I should get into the game. Now, Andre, I think for the most of the time, he really likes to use the grip jaw against any kind of Empire play, but now this is not a regular Empire player you would usually see. This is Green Alert. I mean, he knows how to pull some tricks. Speaking of tricks, like, these garrison points serve a great importance in this map. Like, if you take it, that's great for you. If you lose it, well, that's awful. And now, Andre just secured this garrison, which is the key garrison here. Provides a good amount of vision. And, well, did did Andre deny the oil derrick? I'm unsure, but I mean, distance between oil derricks are quite equal, but far from each other. So at least we get to see Green Honor just getting his oil derrick. But now Andre is definitely not happy with that, and Vindicator is now online, probably dealing some damage on his Dojo Core. So there will be no push by any means. Two bombs on. Okay, Tengu has arrived, and that's actually quite sick. You have to think of it. Now that's going to be a climactic death for real. Imagine that you're the pilot of the Vindicator and you just say the HQ like, okay, there's a burst sword attached to me, and my motors are on fire, my engine is going to broke, and this thing is flashing on me. What I should do? And yeah, kaboom! You just go to ground zero. On the meantime, Apollo tried to engage on this Vindicator. I'm sorry, Tengus, but decides to go back. On the meantime, I really don't know how to pull off this trick like Europolo is just standing over there as if it's going to land down, but I accept it just stays on. Now we get to see a little bit of skirmish happening on the below. Andre trying to deal as much as damage with the Peacekeepers. On the meantime, I mean, he is trying to trade with these Peacekeepers, but Andre actually blocking some of the, some of his, for example, the units. On the meantime, Tingle just tried to pepper spray most of the polos, but now Andre is going for the macro play. And this is an insane protection for... this is just very good way to protect your oil refineries. Like Tengu harassment, I don't care, nobody cares. But now this refinery is under threat, but Multigunner threat just arrives in time with one power plant as well. But Green Alert should definitely not lose these Tengus. That will be very difficult. Also, I will maybe go for the power plant, I have to say. I mean, not the refinery. Maybe the... I mean, if you can take down the refinery, that would be the game. But I'm unsure, I have to say. In the meantime, harassing over here, I have some questions. I mean, I will definitely not do that. Now, this refinery will fall down. There is no hope for it. And it goes down just in the time. I mean, Andre gets the third refinery, but I wonder if it paid its own cost. I'm unsure. Now, Apollos are going to get the vengeance for like, get back my money. But I don't think they will reach. I mean, they will make contact, and definitely a very risky way to. I mean, I don't know if going for the sea refinery should be a better move. You can always get some Yari mini subs, and Yaris are quite difficult. But Allies has also Dolphin, which is incredibly very fast and very mobile, versatile unit, and has some very nice jumps. So that may be the reason. On the meantime, what we're going to see, MCB is actually packing up once again. Android deploys the ore refinery, but is there a sweet spot? I am unsure. Maybe just one or two tangos can deal some damage over there. Now, Vindicator gets sniped on the mid-air. I mean, Andre is trying to find an opening, but seems like not gonna happen anytime soon. And on the top of that, Green Alert is also getting for the economy as well, but not as quickly as Andre could do. I mean, the Prospector, the loss from the refinery, is going to just remunerate the loss. I'm going to expand over the top just for getting the fourth refinery. And remember, this is allies. This is like, if you get the cash, you're going to see loss of javelins, loss of tier 3 units, and loss of cryocopters. So even though if you can have some upper hand, which is quite nice to have, but I mean, economy is completely different. On the meantime, indicators arrived, but I think jet mode was on cooldown. Only one trade. I mean, two tangos for one vindicator. Not the best trade, I have to say, but that will do. Now, Garrison is actually lost. I would not lose this Garrison if I were Andre. Because, I mean, this is the site, and, I mean, both of you could actually use the site. I mean, knowing where is your opponent is something else, and then you're going to have air units, which are very fast, and you can actually do some pinpoint operations onto it. I will not definitely lose it. On the meantime, Andre, still on tier 1, but I guess he is into getting tier 2. The only issue is, he has nothing on the land. I'm just peacekeepers, that is nice. He knows the value of this garrison, but now 2 reactions now dealing 3 damage on these barracks, but now the target has been shifted. Oh, the tsunami tanks also arrived, and Andre is actually having some hard time. Like, he is, I mean, try to micro with this Apollo, but not going to work. Tsunami tanks are now punching through the base. I mean, this javelin just gets crushed immediately. Cryo shot has been used, but is this a mistake? I am unsure. But still, I mean, these garrisons prove to be very difficult. I mean, you can't just take it down immediately. On the meantime, I mean, Green Alert tries to do some harassment run, but that's not going to be worth for anytime soon enough. I mean, this is for refined by two. One of the collector goes down. On the meantime, I think also these garrisons, if they have only one javelin, I'm unsure. I mean, I would probably go more for that. On the meantime, now only two collectors gone down. That's something. Now Striker VX goes for the chopper. I'm sorry. Oh yes, goes for chopper mode, and try to get. Oh no! Suicide explosives. Now airbase is down, but Andre can always get a new one. MCV is fully intact, not even lost HP anytime soon. These Vindicators drop their bombs. Let's see if they're losing HP. They are actually losing HP, so drop bombs are being dropped. So right now they can go for reload and refueling. On the meantime, the refiners are just working well. Andre, even though losing two collector, he is not in a bad position. But now Green are taking this opportunity, and since dealing some a significant amount of damage. He also expands for the fourth refinery. But now tsunami tanks just lost their values. At this point, I don't think you can do a lot with them. Maybe going over here with tsunami tank, deal some slightly amount of damage to prospector, even if you can get to low HP. That will do the move speed reduction, which will be fine. On the meantime, Andre could not feel the amount of the units he wishes there. I wonder how much cash does he have. He's not the richest. On the meantime, Yari mini subs are just pouring over, and probably the worst time to sell the multi-gunner turrets because I don't think they could protect here. But anyway, now Yaris are going to take down this refinery once again. On the meantime, there is unfortunately nothing else on the map, not even a seaport for Andre to defend his refinery. He sold it immediately, but now this power plant and the third, I mean, supposed to be the fourth, third refinery is now under attack. Whoa, power move is on. We're going to see Yuriko or no, no, don't tell it to me. No, 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 you can't, you just can't do this to the final boss of this game. I at this point I support Andre now. Just be the good sport, defeat your opponent, and that will be it. But no, he picked. I mean, he chose the war. There, he says there's no diplomacy, there is no peace, there's only war, and he gets super weapons. Where is it, by the way? Ooh. Starting with this, that's a different move. Just Andre just moves the cryocopter very in a nice position. And now Tier 3 Dojo Core is now offline. Where is the mecha? Where there is the mecha bay. So okay, Striker VX. Fine. But now one collector goes down as well. Is this going to happen? Like, if he's going to lose from this oh no, Wing is online. And this Cryocopter is actually, oh no, Cryocopter gets sniped. And these Vindicators are going to get sniped as well. But there are three Apollos out here. Now there's Striker VX. Now there's a mini Striker VX.
We're under fire!
I wonder if he's going to use any kind of bombs on this. No, he wants to go back on the base. Now Andre is having some, I mean, quite difficulty. Now he has no economy, but he has some units. How odd is this could be? Like he has now three, yeah, he has three Cryocopters, two Apollos, and Vindicators. But anyway, if Andre could come back from this, that would be insane. That would be insane, and probably the best video out there to just respect your opponent and don't go for shenanigans or some unnecessary stuff like that we have seen. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. Of course, not everything can happen like that under such circumstances. But anyway, we are now game 2. Of course, the first game was won by the Green Alert. Quite old game. I mean, Temple Prime. I don't know what's like this map favors who over who. Maybe Soviets gets more advantage. Maybe Allies. Or maybe Empire. I mean, not the most favorite map out there, but doesn't really matter. We are not now industrial strength. A map that will probably we will see quite an MCV push anytime soon enough. Two barracks are already online. Javelins are now getting pumped out. And yep, he wants to get down the garrisons as soon as possible. On the meantime, Green Alert just gets for the Dojo Core, and the first unit is to be taken Burst Drone. I think he wants to get at least the first Apollo or the first Vindicator attached to the Burst Drone to reduce them, but not like this. Oh, that was terrible. The pathway was, I mean, overlapping with the javelin and just gets destroyed. Waste of cash. Now, good amount of peacekeepers are now going for the left of the map. So the other good news is Andre is not going for a very, very, very quick airfield. Instead, we're going to see two refineries opening, which is quite balanced if you ask me. And like not something like maybe one refiner and airbase, or even worse, airbase immediately and going for tier 2, which is quite possible. But I think you will need, if I remember correctly, you will need a refinery for that. But anyway, you get my point. And now, Mecha Bay is going to be online. Green Alert getting the walls out there. But now this place is completely undefended, so that's odd. On the meantime, Peacekeepers are now going to engage. He wants to take down the garrison of Green Alert. So many peacekeepers out there. And this garrison is actually a little bit full than you could more than expect. Now Andre could actually do more with his peacekeepers, but now okay, garrison is now cleared, and on top of that, he actually gets control of it. And there are no Imperial warriors left on the map. Now Defender VX is going to be deployed. Uh, I'm not sure about the position of this. I will probably place it over here or maybe over here. But we could protect at least one instant generator and your Mecha Bay. Now, oh, Indicator is now waiting. I think he wants to bait Andre to drop the bombs on the Imperial Warriors, but not gonna happen. Not gonna happen at all. Now, Dog is going to just get the free bite of this engineer, I mean, juicy Empire engineer, but not going to happen anytime soon. In the meantime, third refinery is online. Very balanced opening from the Andre. Unlike, I mean, we usually see him with very risky, reckless MCV pushes, but this is not one of those games. Instead, we see three refineries opening, and his opponent is Green Alert. Bought himself enough space, enough time for going for the third refinery as well. I mean, not. Well, it's going to be quite interesting. I think this is going to be one of the games that we will see tier 3 units Bonanza, like Shoguns, aircraft carriers, maybe more. On the meantime, Engineer is going to get the capture, and Vindicator is absent. And Green Alert does so. I mean, getting the oil derrick is something else entirely. And you may also consider getting this garrison point as well. After all, Andre will definitely want this, so either force his hand to play with these Vindicators to take it down, or I don't know. But now, speaking of playing the hand, Cragcopter is online, and, well, Green Alert. Where are your Tengus? Where are your units? You were just completely, like, how is this happening? Just three, okay, not even three, two striker VXs. On the meantime, Andre just going to get a fat expansion on the sea as well, making a total 5 of the refineries. And, well, that's a big trouble. MCV cell. I don't think that engineer could make it over there. If that could make it over there, that will be something else entirely. Now, Andre is looking a little bit cash-stricken, but that's going to be changing anytime soon. Oh. And, oh no, MCV has been sold. So these javelins are actually doing everything they want, and this Mecha Bay is going to fall down very soon. Uh-oh. Now, Peacekeeper is trying to guard this garage, but did you really believe that garage is the key for your victory? I had doubts, I have to say. And Andre is just getting more economy. I mean, yes, Cryocopters, he's not feeling loss of units, but he is definitely expanding well enough. Now, Striker VXs are in the base of the Andre. This is the main base, by the way. But, okay, there is handful of infantry. I would definitely not lose them against any kind of javelins. Ooh. Well, meanwhile, you are taking his base. What is going to defend your own base, right? A small victories. I mean, power plant is going to go down in the cost of losing your everything, like your economy, perhaps. Things are turning out very terrible for the green out of this game. Hopefully, Andre will probably not go for Chronosphere or Proton Collider. Ooh. I mean, even though at the odds, he's still aware of the game and he's not letting it go. But this, if this is going to be a base race, I don't think he can just play this. I mean, he can't just do it. Just snipe this collector. I'm sorry, snipe this generator, and that will be all. But now, base of the Andre is slowly crumbling down. The only solace is that all of his units. Ooh. Now the first challenge has arrived, and Andre is just going to go back and forth with his assault destroyer. Remember, these assault destroyers deal heavy amount of damage. But now two. Ooh. No, not the cryocopter, and not the Star Egg. Ooh, that was terrible. Now the only solace is. Run away, run away. Okay, this assault destroyer is low HP. I mean, something that's good. But now there are two javelins. So these two javelins can do everything he wants to do. That's a funny microplay, I have to say. Now all of these missiles are absorbed by the Assault Destroyer and it's going to die. Now this is perhaps the power of the garage, that's something, but this is also not an amount of the garage can, I mean, negate that damage. And this is the power of expanding. Like he really doesn't care. He has all he wants in the base, and I think he should be. How is he not swimming in the cash? Oh, don't tell me. Please don't tell me. He's going for the super weapon as well. He is definitely going for the super weapon as well. Why? Okay, tsunami tank going forward inland and just crushing some of the infantry. There should be, I mean, moments before this tsunami tank getting. Ooh, and also now shrunk.
They show no respect.
That would be very funny if this prospector just randomly going over and crushing this tsunami tank, by the way. Now, Andre is just repaying Green Alert's respect in his own kind by getting the Chronosphere. Could you just tap out? I don't want to sound rude, but do you have any idea? Oh, he doesn't have any kind of idea. He really doesn't have. I think the moment he sees the Chronosphere on the seas, which probably Andre will deploy around here, that will be the game. And wow, 2 Tengus. And that only was follows are stationed over there. I mean, Andre just zones him out, and Chronosphere is being built. Where is it? Okay, he's on the sea. So that should give him a clue about the whereabouts of his base. Also, just go for what's striking base to chopper mode and take down this assault destroyer. If you want to keep on assaulting, at least. Now, Tengus have arrived and dealing some damage on this prospector, but here's the thing. This base is entirely funded by one single collector. And Andre is just... I think he really doesn't care or something. Oh, that was very careless. Now this tsunami tank is just bombarding this base and the refinery and the collector and everything else. Now Tengus have arrived. That's good news. Could you just... Now tsunami tank is actually just crushing all of these javelins. Andre at this point, I don't think he cares. Does he? No proton collider. That's something else. But what is he getting?
Construction vehicle at your service.
He's just unpacking and packing up and unpacking and unpacking up. Is this for real? Alright, now he is settled. Well, I wonder what he... Okay, he's just getting more of the source. So, I have to say, this is a quite old game. If Green Alert somehow... he's somehow... Oh, wait a second. He's actually on 2 refineries. How come this go unnoticed from Andre's side? He really doesn't know this as well. Right. Maybe he does, but again, how in level of what? Oh, is this happening? Where is the hydrofoil? Andre! Wait, this is happening. This is really happening. Also, is this a bug? But why all of these rockets are pink? I'm sorry, purple. Wouldn't it be in different red color? I'm going to enjoy this bug. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, hello, Andre. I'm striking. Heavy damage already being done on this, and they are still alive. Andre, what are you doing? Oh. But there is nothing on the base to deal damage on these 5 Tengus. Finally, Riptide is arriving. Oh, this is going to be very nice for this Riptide. Whoa! Instant veterancy just arrives. And now these Tengus can actually just fly. And Andre forgets to toggle down Weapon Jammer. And Andre actually losing most of his base. I think the memes are going to happen very soon, guys. I have no words. I really have no words. So who is going to win? I'm unsure, but I think Green Hunter wins the game because he has some Tengus, he has still some production, but Andre had absolutely nothing on the sea. I mean, he had only like 1 Riptide and a couple hydrofoils, which is can't be that deal. I don't know who won the game, who really won the game, but I think Green Hunter did, and that was insane. Moral of the story: just don't do that, guys. Because things you may always think like, no way, I'm going to win this 100%. But that was going to be 100% won by the final boss, and that didn't really work. Now we are on Infinite Isle, which is much more standardized map and open for room for more crazy builds. And the only crazy thing so far is this guy is not still playing the Soviets as he's supposed to do. He is on Green Empire, but so far so good. He's actually displaying immense battle strategy. So, well, this is Green Art. And right now we have the final boss. He's actually doing some wacky stuff, I have to confess. But I mean, I don't know why it happened, but he let it go the last game. He didn't build for Proton Collider. That's something else entirely different. And he was like, "Oh, okay, you're attacking. I'm just going to send you Soul to Sur. Are you going to attack? Okay, just 2 javelins and you're going to die anyway." He didn't even just scout the whole map with his cryocopters to deal more damage. After all, even I thought he was 1 refinery, but actually Green Alert were 2 refineries. Now Andre is going for quite standard gameplay, airbase with Vindicator, and just I think he's going to get a bit more. Now, Green Alert suspecting it could be a cryo rush or anything like that. I'm deploying a defender rig. I really like these instant generative placements. I think he is expecting something like this anytime soon enough. Or maybe this is going to be a tactical feint. I'm unsure because right now, Green Alert just can't scout this map. And Andre can take advantage of this. He just can move around and expand, meanwhile making his opponent thinking that he is going to get... why is this defender reacts unresponsive? Good for the Green Alert, his base is still powered. Not going to be soon. Now the only problem is we have 5 Imperial Warriors worth 600 cash, but they're not doing anything worthy. Maybe at least cover these garrisons because allies means rip job, and rip job means trouble, and move them in. Now, from the looks of it, Andre is going to lock this game into low power mode. Nice cell coming. Also, Defender VXs are actually sold. Realizing that, okay, we're not going to see any kind of cryocopters, so alright, I don't need these anymore. So sell them, get my cash back, so I can get more units. Or maybe something else, I don't know. We will see. Two power plants on the sea, definitely asking for a Yari mini sub offensive, forcing sell off, and also, of course, taking the valuable build time of allies for building a power plant. The thing is, for example, if in a good moment, if these power plants are under attack and sold by Andre, he will need another one for building it because he can't expand with that. Okay, third power plant is on the sea as well. I wonder if he's going to make it. Ooh, that was actually sick. This Tengu just survives just in the split second. All of these Vindicators are very close at... okay, 3 Tengus or 1 Prospector. I don't know, guys. You can do you can do the math, but I don't know. I'm recently built a refinery, but collector goes down immediately. That's something else. Some of this MCV is particularly likely to not lose HP by enemies, but now finally we get to see some bulk micro coming from the Andre, and a scatter move would be much more welcomed, but Renata didn't really care at this point. Another striker, okay, striker VX, but now we get to see a defender VX. MCV is moving around. Maybe an MCV cell is okay. This is nice, actually. I really like this because so many buildings of the Andre is on the sea. So forcing a sell off will be a game changer for him. And Andre is taking lots of delight over taking down the instant generator of Green Alert. Like this is the third time happening. The only solace, he is on 3 refineries, so that's something else. Uh, Not the biggest damage he could inflict, but the damage that can Green Alert can recover from it. Now, Yari Minisub is online. At this point, I really, if I could, I may go for the fortified fleet. Because, dealing damage over here is something else entirely. Surely you may really want to do something else. For example, like maybe get the point defense drones or advanced rocket pods or something else. But come to think of it, ooh, there is one javelin completely unhinged and dealing free damage over here. Is there nothing on this map to stop this man? Collector is for the task. Now Vindicators are going back and forth, but ooh, Cryopopter is on there as well. But now,
What do we
uh,
do?
not gonna happen. But do not do this. Meanwhile, a Vindicator is above you. That's not worth it. Trust me. Just wait a bit. Oh, come on. Just wait a bit.
I see water coming in.
Just wait a bit. Come on. Even though this is happening, like you're buying time. Was it no Tingles out there? Okay, finally we get to Super Tingle. And did Andre snipe that one? Ooh. Alright, that's something. Now, massive wave force, but now one of it goes down. One Apollo goes down in cost of dealing damage to the refinery. Refinery is low HP, by the way. The moment that Green Island lets this go, probably it will be very bad for him, and this refinery will be taken down. What? Which wolf segments does he sell? I'm unsure, but now we see the seaport of the Andre. So, you take my refinery, fine. I will now see my seaport. Now, here it... Oh, no. Cryocopter is completely... Oh, no. Cryocopter is now down. And now Striker VXs now going for the... Take down one Vindicator. Just instantaneous blow. All of them are down, so that's not the best news. The multi-gunner trick is already online, but this refinery is I think going to take the L very soon enough. Oh no, it's not going to work. Can't survive. One! How? That's something. But now, well, this instead of taking refinery, the collector is going down. And oh, that's a very unlucky moment. Now these Apollos, I'm just going to destroy. That's a sick cryoblast to use over there. I just take it very quickly, or oh no. Now there is a complete. This is just assault destroy version of the delivery state. And oh, assault destroy is just crashing the poor EXs. But at least finally we get to see a game until the end point, or without anyone tapping out. But now, I mean, at least we're sure final boss wins this one. But now that's actually good. I mean, we see some competition, guys. We see some comebacks. I don't know how you think, but it's just 2-1 for me. But now we are. Oops, sorry. Let's click. We're on Fire Island, and still he is playing Empire. Green Island knows how to play Soviets on this map. I guess especially like allies or something like that. I'm unsure if this is going to be the final boss's allies. I don't know. This is the first time we're going to see it, but not as he's playing as a Soviets. He's playing as Empire. But we will see. We will see. On the meantime, since opening is going to be quite late on this map, guys, I would like to ask. Also, as you may have noticed, guys, I'm trying to ask my questions quite on the midsection or the last moments of the cast to see before YouTube does. To see before telling me, to see if you guys are watching the entirely full video. From the looks of it, you don't. I can't blame you. Time is valuable. That's something else. And now, back to question. So, new RTS game is out. I think the game is Stormgate or something. Now, good news, a brand new RTS game. Has base builder mechanics, collector stuff. Bad news, I mean, that's, by the way, not bad news, but bad news for me. I think it will be very similar, close to StarCraft. And... Oh,
Hurry, before we're finished.
MCU push is en route. So this is going to be like a StarCraft, because I watched a few games of a very high skill player. Beastie is doing some beta early gameplays. I mean, the game looks very nice and polished, but I mean, the economy model of StarCraft is not my game. Maybe, for example, I mean, I liked Warcraft 3 is a little bit better compared with StarCraft. But anyways, well, hopefully we will see more games in the scene. Like, for example, there were some momentum back then with, what were they named? I think they called themselves a Petroglyph. So there was some momentum with the Petroglyph game, but it was very short-lived. They had some momentum, but they couldn't really evaluate it completely. That's my opinion, by the way. What was the game? I think it was called Forge Battalion. And I played the game a little bit. I was quite excited because they advertised it quite well, like all customized units. But unfortunately, I don't know if this is an international. What am I saying? Not international, intellectual property issues. They really want to stick with this more unit production building means faster production. That's actually a terrible model for any kind of modern RTS game you want to place it on the game. I mean, not going to work. The main reason, for example, why I really don't like Red Dead 1 and Red Dead 2 is because, like, for example, everyone goes for the 3 War Factory for the most of the time, and almost the same amount of units. I just really can't find any kind of competitive value in it. And Andre is just driving very in here. He can also unpack the MCV, so that's something else. Now, don't lose these. Oh no. Now, this Apollo is actually suffering very well. Unfortunately, the Vindicator is way too, I mean, in a bad position for it. I don't think Andre can pull this off. I don't know if he has anything, any kind of economy left. No, he has no economy. The moment he is going to lose his air support, he's going to lose his collector as well. And well, right. And Andre just couldn't make it happen. Well, that was a risky push, I have to say, but that was odd. That was really odd. But now let's proceed with the following game. That was quite mm, quick game, I have to say. But it didn't really work. Also, I quite like it because right now we are seeing only original maps, like none of the Yuriko maps. But now we are on Cabana Republic. Once again, another map. Not my favorite. So many garrisons, very like odd points for the refinery expansions. But anyway, let's get to it. Now, Green Alert is quite adamant on playing against the tricks of the Andre. Right now, it's 3-1, I suppose. No, 4-1, I guess. Andre couldn't make it happen the last game. I mean, he is preserving himself well. Now, anyway, back to Stormgate. Yeah, so I played the Forge Battalion, and the formula of the game was quite same. So that translates into the blob fights. I don't know if you know what does that mean, but blob fights is just who is going to have more units, and you get to have this huge blob of units. So probably it's about the number game. So who is going to get more numbers is going to win. And I really don't like that at all. And somehow, if I remember correctly, heavy tanks could actually attack on air. So, I mean, feel free to explain that to yourself. Anyway, I tried to give it a round for the game, but game, if you ask me, some severe balance issues, and like I didn't really care, and yeah, and then the game lost its popularity very quickly. If I remember correctly, they had this laser weapon, and it just deals bonus damage to everything. And when people say like, okay, like why, and you had like maybe more than 15 customizations, like you can use like machine gun, you can use flamer, you can use bombs, you can use RPG, but well, it has some ups and downs. But the laser actually deals damage to everything. So even though small amount, it's just still deals damage. So everyone just picked laser at a point, and entire games were like about lasers, or just base crawling, like base crawling, or let's say in another words, artillery crawling. Like you start to get lots of artilleries and put some other tanks on front lines, and you just draw fire and then respond back with the artillery, and that was the intended modern RTS for you. Didn't really work well. I didn't expect that to work well as well, but that was an attempt. But anyway, well, gladly we have our Red 3. Now back to the game. So unlike the previous one, we see a much more balanced opening coming from the Andre as well. He's going for 3 refineries, and the only issue, I mean, the only what I really don't like is not having a seaport over here. But this is Andre. With just one air base, he can actually establish like some threat to his opponents. And even though Green Alert is tough as nails, I mean, he's not exempt from the rule. Remember, this is not your ordinary player, guys. This is the final boss. This is the final boss of the game. So he's going to give you a real challenge. Now, unfortunately, there's no unit out there to stop this javelin from destroying the Green Alert's oil derrick. The other problem is, instead of going for economy, he directly goes for harassment force. That's not that bad, and was that a bug? That Yari didn't really deal any kind of damage to Prospector. But anyway, not really worth anytime soon. Now Andrew, oh no. Is he going to expand or is he going for push? Now unfortunately, entire of this base is now exploited under attack. And this is going to be pushed, by the way. And, well, where are the units? Oh, come on. Sell the Dojo Core and take this Javelin out. Now, Andre may not have calculated this, but I don't think he can run this attack with just one. I mean, just one power plant. He will definitely need to build a new power plant. Now, this power plant is unfortunately in a very bad position, and this is 4 Vindicators. Now he will have to build a new air base, I suppose. I mean, the other one is very far, and this is just exposed. Green alert. Just take down the airfield. I'm just issue an order. And now this is just way too. Ooh. Was that a bait? Like forcing the Vindicator and I mean getting his attention to not go for Striker VX. I'm sorry, Chopper VX, and now bombing down with 4 Vindicators. That's just a power move. And oh no, this Multigun Trid. I mean, its location is just almost perfect. Now power plants are being replaced. This the main damage these Yari mini subs have been dealt is now completely negated. Now 4 Vindicators are just too much. Green Alert also knows that as well and realizes that he made an error and taps out the game. I think this is 4-2. I don't know, guys. Unfortunately, I don't have those flashy HUDs or overlays yet. By the way, I think I will definitely need to do some research how to do that because I don't think I just can pay the money and buy them. Maybe I need to do some tuning and tweaking. I'm unsure, but that's for another story. Also, I'm doing so much misclicks, so I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, now we're back on battle-based beta, and well, we're going to see some comeback coming from the final boss of this game. So we will see if this streak is going to continue. On the meantime, there's no faction change, let alone a color change. This is Andre playing as blue allies, and this is Green Allies playing as green. Most unfortunately, Empire. I mean, on Edwin's game, we had a treat. The guy played allies, so he has an Empire. A nice showcase, nice show match. But now he's playing only Empire. I don't know what made him to switch, or did he switch like permanently, or maybe he thinks he can do better. But now Dojo Core is going to take some free shots from this Javelin, already half HP. And oh no, just oh, come on, don't lose the cute burst drone to that. Now, amount of the oh, what is that? Amount of Imperial warriors are way too low against double barracks production. I mean, let alone he's not producing lots of units. And Andre just completely forgoing the oil drake getting early. But now he is going to get it very soon enough. Um, Infantry push? You're going to see? I mean, that's a lot of infantry, so that's something else. Now, Andre just... Maybe he could get a hold on these garrison points. Oh, sneaky dojo. But, well, he's going to get an airbase soon enough, so that can be like countered very quickly. Unlike the previous games, it's a bit passive. Also, double check something. Alright, we should be good to go. I'm sorry, guys. I think my phone was ringing. Now, selling the Dojo Core is good, but that's just too many Peacekeepers. I mean, you will definitely at a point find yourself and fighting against them with your Tengus because you just can't stop them. Or you may need a tsunami tank. Nothing very serious coming from the bottom sides. So let's see if these Tengus are going to be harassment force. I think they are going to be harassment force. Where are the Peacekeepers? Are they just in these garrisons? I guess so. And okay. Oh, that's not a bad move. If I mean, he flew all of his Tengus around there to force Andre to build the multi-gunner turret there. Very nice landing down. I mean, dealing some damage to javelins, but now his numbers are getting dwindled. There are only 3 Tengus left. They're dealing damage to this Vindicator, and Vindicator trying to get a reload. And 2 bombs are dropped, but that's not enough. Now the Vindicator is just flying around. Imperial Warriors are being produced. This is going to be dangerous because Andre tries to repair Vindicator until full health. But on the meantime, he's getting Imperial Warriors. And here's the thing: Imperial Warriors do actually deal a lot of damage to these Vindicators. Like, if I remember correctly, after the final patch, they deal 1.5 extra damage to any kind of. I mean, these plays landed, like for example, MiGs, Polos, and Vindicators, or Sentry Bombers. But of course, for Sentry Bombers, it will take a long time. On the meantime, Apollo just tries to get us some sniping all the tangos, but not going to happen anytime soon enough. These Imperial Warriors are actually just way too unhinged. Apollo is down, but now Andre realizing it and just directs to the correct airbase. But now airbase is down, so a little bit late sell this tank buster. If this wall is breached, uh, this could be a little bit danger for the Andre, and unfortunately the wall is breached, so Andre must attend this place as soon as possible. Now, Refinery is starting to take some damage, but I don't think it's going to do anytime soon. In the meantime, MCB is going top again, I think, for the making the walls work once more. But now Tengu's just once again arriving and just stationing it over the airbase. Now, I don't think he can swap the place, I mean, swap this airbase once again. So these Vindicators are off for a while. In the meantime, I can consider getting a burst drone. Definitely. Or this MCB will just protect this as long as possible. In the meantime, Green Alert wants to get a hold on the midsection garrisons, but now he bolts out. So I don't know. These Imperial Warriors could actually use this garrison point. And was this a bait? Maybe. But now Apollo numbers are way too high. And oh, that's the ambush, by the way. Woo! Just all of these Tengus. Andre just lured them in. I think he made him believe that he's having the superior numbers, but then finally he just lured in the trap, and the Tengus started to suffer heavy damage. But now the base, I mean, not the base entirely, but I think this refinery will survive definitely, or not. I don't think so. Well, an attempt was made. Multi-gunner turret is not trying to deal free damage over here, and I would not stop over there. I would probably go for this command hub as well, because I mean, dealing damage is always good, but now new refinery is just ready, and that's the damage you always try to deal. But now he just replaces it immediately. Andre not giving a damn about this Imperial Warrior attack and just going for the fourth expansion. He's just saying, okay, I need money, and off to the money and expansion. Ooh, that's, I mean, 6 Apollos. Probably you will need lots of time with double Mecha Bay. And lots of income. So I wonder how is this going to end? Because game started a shift in, shift in the weight for the green out. Now Vindicators just dealing some damage. Just 1 VX for 1 Vindicator, but one Apollo as well. So let's see if the green audit has the advanced rocket pods. Not yet.
Make a tango, let's go!
Have those point defense drones, and he shall get it. But now after this, he can definitely invest on the advanced rocket pods. That would be very good for him. On the meantime, nice Imperial Warriors are now being useful and dealing damage to these oil derrick, stripping a little more cash. But the trouble is, Andre is already on 4 refinery, and there's nothing stopping him from going for this 5th refinery as well. Now, on the meantime, Cryocopter is on, and Striker VXs are not that quick. Andre can always outmaneuver the Striker VXs, and I mean, you just can't stop this with Tangos. Now, I think Andre is going to Cryo Shot over here and getting this ore collector as well. for dealing a massive economical blow. We will see to it. Oil rig is down. So, Andre, going to execute? Or maybe another time. But, oh no, the cryocopter is actually... Okay, finally. Polo just arrived. I'm just watching over here to see... Okay, so it's going to happen. Very nice. Coming from the Andre. I mean, it's just down. And he's just going back. Even worse, he is splitting his forces. The different garrisons. So this could be maybe the moment he is waiting for the diversion he wants, and he can go in and take that other collector as well, or maybe not. Now, the Salt Destroyer, once again, a very powerful addition to the allies, is now online. We have seen a Riari mini sub, not that bad. But after the Salt Destroyer, you can only deal damage with just kamikaze blow. Not gonna happen. Even worse,
What do
it
we
just
do?
says, okay, here's a shrink, just go back immediately. Anna just really wants to have this garrison, so just issuing peacekeepers with the right modes already. And this is the deal breaker. Aircraft carrier is now online and slowly going for the base of the green alert. Now, did he really need that? I don't know. I will probably get a few high FPs and then maybe one or two Mirage tanks, and that would be the game. After all, there's only just chopper VXs around, so that shouldn't be very hard. But now this is quite a powerful addition. But one hydrofoil, I don't know. Maybe I could go for two. Now, Green Alert wants to deal as much damage to this refinery. I mean, sending all of these Yari mini subs in succession, but if we just use it over here, this crossing point, I think he could deal damage to both airbase and the Yari. I'm sorry, and the or refinery. Now, how much would that matter? That depends. I'm not sure. But now aircraft carrier is bombarding the third refinery of the Green Alert, and like this is the very moment that you can actually take down this hydrofoil. What? What? Uh, what? And that's how you deal with aircraft carrier. And that's also how you deal with hydrofoil. Oh, come on, just cut some slack. Another refinery, another misfortune. And did Andre forget about this? Oh, finally, he didn't. Just getting the stripes for the Vindicator. Am I missing lots of action? Because what happened to his striker VXs? I don't know. But now the only attack force is... I mean, on the attack force of the Green Alert is now... I mean, Yaris, and that's so. But now... okay. I don't think he can handle this any further.
They're on us!
He has... Most unfortunately, he has only striker VXs. And, well, two Cryocopters can easily handle them. I mean, attempts for expanding is not that bad, but I mean, when your opponent expanded a lot, that will be a trouble, and the Cryocopter numbers are just increasing. At Tsunami Tanks, humble starts, but now Tsunami Tanks actually take a lot of damage from soldiers. I mean, it just takes down in 3 attacks. Now, VXs just bomb top, but well, this will leave the Mecha Bay completely exposed. And Polos are going to arrive soon enough. I mean, definitely you need to get the Salt Destroyer very quickly. Now, Striker VX is going down, and one VX goes down. The other VX goes down as well. A little bit Solace. Maybe getting Cracopter would be very nice addition to this, but now MCV has been sold. I don't think it's being done with this engineer. Maybe go for here or a sudden transport. I don't know, but now dog is out there, so watch out. Uh, and he
Kick
entered.
the tires and light the
Okay.
fires.
Now Android reveals his hand. It just says, "Okay, I have the advantage. I just have you in the position I want you to be in, and there is my chronosphere. So just step out, or I'm just going to make you do so." Now let's see. Now Green Alert on the last game actually pulled some amazing comeback. Like that's not a normal comeback. That's amazing comeback for me. Now Dog is also running around, and this Southern Transport is going to either make big difference or do absolutely nothing. But we will see on the meantime. And Andre is having. I'm unsure. How did he pull this with Tier One? Tier One MCV. Does he have something else out there? I'm unsure. But he does so anyway. Now, Tsunami tanks are just dealing some free damage over the Assault Destroyer, but he's just shifting around the Assault Destroyer, so they're already on low HP. So just you could use actually non-deflectors and make a swift return. And the sneaky Southern Transport is on right now. What would be the target? Is it going to be MCV? Is it going to be Chronosphere? Is it going to be Proton Collider? After all, he has one Vindicator over there to make that Cryogeddon just being fired, and well, this is going to be the end already. Uh, Unfortunately, two javelins are actually doing the God's work, and Green Alert just taps out from the game. Now, is this 3-3 or 4-3? I don't know. I am not counting. Once again, I don't have those flashy odds or anything. But now, let's get to it. And we are on Snowplow, the map with very short distance with your opponent. Even perhaps shorter than the Infantile, I'm unsure because there is no uphill or anything like that, as if that slows their movement speed. But anyway, this map is a bit geared for Allies MCB push, so let's see how is this going to unfold. Now, Andre starts with, I guess, going for the ore refinery, no air base or anything like that yet. Oh no, I'm wrong. Taking that back. Quick air base, very quick. On the meantime, Green Alert just going for his and Andre's oil there. He wants to have means of economy by any time soon enough. Now the Apollo is out going for the scouting run. Is this going to be tier 2? Okay, no. This is a refinery. Now dojo cores are being deployed and sold around, so nothing very special. But now this farm should actually be a very nice addition for the Green Alert as well. On the meantime, I mean, I'm sorry, Vindicator is out, but there is no particular order is being given to it. Maybe he wants to save the ammo, but now MCV is en route. So, ding, 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 the trouble is coming. Now get the garrisons, get to somewhere else, and try to chip damage to this MCV as soon as possible. And yeah, getting this refinery will be very great for the Green Alert. Now, stopping the MCV push with Soviets is, I think, a little bit easier. With Empire, I think it's a bit hard. I mean, I'm unsure, so let me know what you guys think it. But getting a Defender VX is maybe a defensive countermeasure. Now Dojo Core is being deployed, but now time is up. MCV is being deployed, and now 20 seconds for the multi-gunner trip is being ticking. Now Andre is also going to position his airbase around somewhere here. So his planes, I mean, distance will be shortly reduced a lot. Now, He's getting anti-air, which is nice, but now he is also getting Tengus. That's something else. I mean, remember, Andre has two refineries. He's not going for one refinery push. He's going for two refineries. So when you get this ready, when you get, oh, uh-oh, that's very bad. Now that's the main reason why I'm stopping the push going difficult with Empire, because you can negate that with Soviets thanks to the Molotov cocktails, but Empire really doesn't have a big answer to it. Now, three Imperial warriors are now wrestling with this multi-gunner threat. Let's see if they're going to be successful. Now, Dojo Core is just deploying in a bit safer position. Now, all Green Alert needs to do is just get down this collector. This will severely hamper down the economy of the Andre. Now, the new middle gunner turret has been deployed, but now it's on impact. Woo! I love this guy. But now, it's already just taken a reasonable amount of damage. So now Tengus have landed down. Meanwhile, I mean, this tank buster is actually taking nice amount of, I have to say, borrowed down and taking lots of less amount of damage. Ooh, that was actually sick. Two Tengus going down for absolutely no reason. MCV is now taking free damage. The push is not going to be as effective as I think Andre anticipated it. But now MCV is once again redeployed. And I mean, two tank busters are now online, but there's also Vindicator, so that should be a big, huge deal. Four Apollos are already out there, so it's actually a bit better for him. And I think he's going to make a barracks and multi-gunner threat combo once again. Barracks is online. Dogs are not being produced, but the Peacekeeper just gets into the multi-gunner threat. I'm unsure. I think not yet, maybe. Now Dojo Core is taking some damage. Now it's in. Infantry is getting shredded. It's not going to be effective. I mean, Andre is not suffering anything. He's just suffering multi-gunner threats, but that would be all. Now, Defender VX goes for the defensive mode, but as if it's going to work for anything. But now, Green Alert is taking the fight on the front lines, and no. I mean, two Vindicators are down, but now you are, I mean, being chased with four Apollos. And microplay is not going to be very well. There is VX is still alive, so that's something. But I mean, that's the end for the VX, Defender VXs. Is this going to work? Oh, okay, it's still alive. So you can actually force a Vindicator for it, or maybe place a multi-gunner turret. I don't know. The only good thing is Green Alert still has an economy going intact. And actually, he is having more cash than Andre. I don't know. The very freeze. Multi-gunner turret is now very next to the Mecha Bay. So these units are going to make it or not. Now, Imperial Warrior, I mean, anyone can take a firearm and deal damage is actually worked here. We don't wait training time here. No, we don't wait it. Now this Defender rigs, okay, very nice, not even taking damage, but now multi-gun turret is placed very next to our refinery. Economy is now suffering, and well, fortunately, there are only two Tingles left. And maybe commission your ore refiner to deal some damage. I don't know, but the things are going a little bit pretty grim for the Green Alert. The only solace is again, I mean, Andre is now finally decided to equalize this damage, but now there are two multi-gunner turret, and both of them are very next to the ore corrector. I'm sorry, Mecha Bay. That's another trouble. And now, I mean, the amount of the units once again is reset. MCB has been sold, so VX just well, that's odd. At least the suicide explosives just deal a great amount of damage. Now Tsunami Tank is online, Vindicator just goes around, Tsunami Tank is still online, but Defender VX goes offline. And MC, oh, don't worry, Paul. We all have some terrible Mondays. And unfortunately, the second, the only good thing, what? Oh, is this going to work? Just make it happen. Okay, one Apollo goes down. Maybe misfiring on Slimy Tank. I'm unsure. I will probably go for the Striker VXs. Now, one Chopper VX. Oh no, the another one just arise. Move it a little bit closer, perhaps to deal some damage, but not going to happen anytime soon. Now, Cryo Shot is being used. Fire Cell has arrived, and Green Alert taps out from the game. Well, sick comeback coming from the final boss of this game. Congratulations for the Andre. Hopefully, we will see more games coming from the Green Outlet as well. I mean, I really like his performance. But after all, we have no offense here. He is the final boss. This is Andre, and he wins the ladder wars. So congratulations for him. So, guys, this was the end of the game. Hopefully, you liked it a lot. So feel free to let me know in the comments. If you drop a like, that will make me happy a lot. And feel free to subscribe as well. About this, about the comments, by the way, the reason why I'm asking for the comments is because I want to deliver what you want guys want to have. The first thing is, for example, you all, I think, asked me to study the names of the players before casting them. So don't worry, I got that one. That's simple. The second thing is, one of you guys asked me about the Yuri's Revenge, but the first thing is, I don't know if they have any kind of competitive scene. The second thing is, trust me, guys, I mean, Red Alert 2 and Red Alert 1, I guess, there are very great games on campaign level and single player level, but on their multiplayer, I mean, not really my cup of tea. I really can't enjoy as much as I could enjoy the Red Alert 3. But anyway, thank you for the watching. Stay tuned for more. Until then, We Are Red Alert 3 is out.